Welcome, everybody, to Viva Alive. And today I'm here with my dear friend and colleague, Daniela Lemos. And today's conversation is about past, present, and future. And that's a big topic because it involves everything and nothing. So, Daniela, why don't we start with what is the big deal about the past? Because people reference it a lot, you know?
Yes, yes. For me, the past stayed behind. The present is happening now, and the future is yet to come. But sometimes it's not like that. Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, for sure. Keep going.
yeah. Uh, I think that the situation for the past, it's where my experience, sorry, and learnings and joys and achievements reside. I don't believe the past has to define who I am today. Uh, but I can explain some choices. I can show where certain fears or partners came from, but explaining does not mean justifying stay there in the past.
Well, and the past is like for me, it's one of those things that forget about it.
Mhm.
My point of view about the past is leave it in the past because what
Yeah.
we tend to do is reference the past for a multitude of reasons. Like we get used to referencing the past. Like if we do this thing the same way we did it last time, it's going to turn out the same way or better. At least we
Yeah.
have our experience to go on, right? And
And you still can honor your past, but you don't has to be there forever, right?
yeah, how I use the past, and for me, the best way to use that is like if you have something that pops up from your past, is to go, what is it about whatever that event that I can take with me, carry forward as experience to as a reference to what I don't want to create or learn from it
Yeah,
in whatever way that is. And then everything else, leave it. Because what we do is if we are keep on reference the past, we actually can't create anything greater than the past. And it's like carrying an anchor,
exactly.
like the thing that you put in the sea to hold your ship in place. Well, it holds you in place. And then you just keep creating the same thing you had in the past. So
Exactly.
think about something that you did in the past. This is like for
Yeah.
everybody. So take that thing. Is it really working for you? Did it work for you back then? And now, if you decided not to carry it with you and you went, okay, so now what else is there? Whatever it is that you would like, if you weren't carrying that, what would you create next? Because who wants to repeat their past? Is it that remarkable?
Yeah. And we frequently suffer because of the narratives we built around the past. I'm
Yeah.
not an example. Um, I cannot trust in somebody because something happens in the past. This
Mhm.
story, but we still live in there, believe in that.
Well, it's kind of like if we keep doing the past and we actually aren't present to what it is that is a possibility for the future. Just excuse me 1 minute because my computer, I'm in a hotel somewhere and it looks like it's not charging. So you just keep talking for 1 second.
Okay, sure,
And sure,
sure.
so I'm just going to check the connection.
So it's important to see how we can deal with the past and the present. For the present, for example, it's the only place where choices resist, exist. And we can not change what happened. We also don't control everything that will happen, but we can choose how to respond right now when you are
That's
in the past or in the present.
hmm Yeah, and I think that, referencing the
Are you
past
okay
makes
now?
people comfortable, right?
Yes. Yes.
Like there's a level of comfort that comes from referencing the past. To most people would think that would be true.
Yeah. But the
And
present is where new choice begins and new decisions are made. So we can have the reference in the past, but you can choose differently.
hmm Yeah. So what is it about the past? So here's my question. You know how we love asking questions on this podcast. So what is it about the past that you love so much
Wow.
that you keep holding on to it like a an anchor so you can't have anything more?
Yeah. Maybe comfortable. Only for me, it's just to be comfortable with some situation that I know what's gonna happen. Only that, because for new creations, it's not working.
No. Well, I mean, think about it. Like if there was a great piece of information that you gathered from something you did previously, and then you went, how could I outcreate that without the judgment of whether it worked or it didn't work? It was just, it was a creation and it either worked or it didn't work. And then how could you outcreate it? Opens up the door to something else.
Um,
And then how can we use those kinds of pieces of information to our advantage?
wow. Yes. To to choose another possibilities, right?
Exactly. And it's so funny because right now I'm in Geneva, Switzerland, which is
Wow.
the place associated with time. It's the neutral spot, but everything to do with time. There are more watchmakers here than you know what to do with.
Really?
Yeah. 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 And it's so funny because people use time against themselves. They use the concept of time like it will take me the idea like, oh, it's going to take me a long time to get this done, and then make it sure that it takes a long time to get it done from that point of view. And the funny thing is about time is there's no such thing really as time. It's a man-made construct.
Yes. This
And
is for a lot of people.
yeah, well, that's a big concept for a lot of people, but it's kind of like, but they fold together. So you have the present, that's what you have now. And then the past, like, because there's no such thing, they're kind of intertwined. So everything you do now affects your past and it affects your future. Did I just make your brain go scrambled? Oh, you're frozen in time. Totally frozen. Okay, Daniela, you're good frozen in time. Could we unfreeze you now? Uh-oh, and here I am doing a monologue again. Hi, everybody. I'll wait till Daniela jumps back on, and in the interim, talk to you a little bit about what it is to be present and how you can use
I'm
that.
back.
She's
Sorry.
back
I
without
don't
a
know what.
picture. She's somewhere.
I went to the past and the future at the same time, and something happened
Okay,
here.
fabulous. I don't see you on screen, but I can hear your voice. Do I need to do something to bring you back on as a co-host? Are you still uh, uh on spotlight? There we are. Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Okay. So so yes, that's true. When you are present, you affect the past and you affect the future, which is sort of makes your brain go scrambled. But every choice that you make now, I kind of like look at this. I went, is it like layered? Like, here's the future, here's present, is what we have as present. So everything we're doing now is present. And then the past, if we were to do it as layers instead of like intertwined like that, then it's about the experience of what we're having. And the more that we can be present and live from presence, the more we create the future
Wow.
to represent that.
Exactly.
That makes sense?
Yeah, many people believe the future is a consequence only of circumstances.
Yeah.
It's
So,
also the consequence of thoughts we repeat daily, and every expectation influence our actions. And the future does not arise only when it arrives. Now it begins to be created by the way we think today, in the present.
mhm. So if we're by example, let's play a bit with money because this is an easy one to grasp. It's not about, everyone might have a thing about money in their world, right? If you would like to have financial abundance, have wealth and money, don't put the money in the future like I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it sometime. I'm going to,
Wow.
right? I am going to make money and it will happen in the future. Wait till I save up and have enough money. Go look at
Mm-hmm.
where that is. Like, where is that in your perspective? Is it ahead of you? Is it above you? Is it behind you? Where is it? It's somewhere intangible in the future, correct? Okay.
Yes,
So
the major time we
so now
put in the future.
let's play with money and the present. Now that I'm frying everybody. How much money would you like to have right now? I said right now. If you could have whatever amount of money that is in your hands, in your bank account, I'll have it in my hands. What, how much would that be?
Wow. A lot than and much more than I have today.
Cool. So what if it was there today? If you were present, you're going, I am worth, like for me, it's $1 billion. I'll start at $1 billion. So here, I am living and I am present to, I have $1 billion present in my world right now at this very moment. It's not in my bank account, it's like around me. In fact, I'm aware I buried a bunch of money in Switzerland some time ago, and I'm right on top of it. But but if you get the sense of you having that money now, no longer in your future, how will you live now without having needing to spend it to prove that you have it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How will you live now? What energy would you be living from the space of you now have that amount of money that you've decided is what you would like, that you're having. Not like, not in the future. You're having it now, and it is here
Right now. Yeah. I
right
think
now.
for, yeah.
So does that give you a different perspective about
Yes.
time?
Different perspective in my
Mhm.
choice, in my possibilities,
I know,
in my
right?
options. Yeah. Could change a lot.
So would you be willing to do that other places in your life? What is it that you would like your business? Let's say everybody loves to play in the world of business. I'm just going to imagine that. What is it that you are asking your business that you would not like, here, I have to hire this person. I'm gonna, create this social media campaign. It's gonna look like I need 6 months to do it. No, right now. What is it you're asking your business to be? Like right now.
Wow. Yeah.
Now get the energy of what that is. It's,
Yeah. There is a different perspective that invites me,
and
at least, notice different possibilities.
now, do you think your business will grow faster from that it's currently present?
Yeah. Yes. Sure.
Not like when I get to this much money, I'm going to hire somebody. It's like, no, actually now.
Yeah. I will um, sleep more and be more in peace and choose something different for my clients and a lot of perspectives, a lot of
Mhm.
different situations.
Yeah. And if you choose from you have all the resources now, how will you operate? If you choose from, I have all the money that's required now, how will you operate? Will
I
you
think,
choose differently?
yes, I can feel the different energy.
Yeah.
Energy.
And I'm just going to warn you guys, my computer is going to die. So you guys will have to finish without me because the cord that I'm in this hotel is not working. So I'm going to
Okay.
say love you and leave you, and we'll talk until the computer goes away.
Okay, no,
I
I,
know you can finish this, Daniela. I know I've done it for you. So anyway, but get the difference of what that is. Like how we can function from the present and create exactly what we're asking for, not put it
wow.
ahead of us. And I think that that's the important part from all it, when I looked at what we were going to talk about today, I went, oh, let's do it from that. Like, why not? So what question would you leave them with today? I'm going to give my question and then you can finish the podcast. So
Okay,
my
okay.
question is, what what is it that you're asking for as your future that if you chose it now and started living from that now would create exactly and more than what you're asking for?
Fabulous.
Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys and because I know it's gonna die any second. Uh,
Okay.
all right, I'm
Thank you.
gonna hand the hosting over to you because I'm gonna have to do that anyway.
All right. So present, past, present, future, I think met right now. And perhaps the past exists as learning, as we're talking about here, as a possibility. And the present exists as a power, power to choose, power to make choices more and more consciousness too. It's in the present that we give a new meaning to the past, for example. And it's in the present that we begin to build the future, a new future. And the now is the meeting point between everything we had lived and everything we can still create. Yeah, so if you could leave a single reflection today, I would be this. You don't need to erase the past in order to create a new future. And you can be grateful for the learnings, the knowledge, the person you have become. And at the same time, you choose something different from this moment on. Because every new conscious thought, every new choice, every new actions align with who you wish to be. And it's a quite a way to sing to life. My story brought me here, and but it doesn't need to determine the next chapter. Yeah. So yeah, and perhaps there is um, um, precisely what it means to live with greater consciousness, to honor yesterday and to be present today and to intentionally create tomorrow. Yeah, because our choice today creates our future, new possibilities, right? So we can honor our choice that we did in the past. And you can create more for the future. And yeah, I think my question that I'd like to leave with you. Actually, I'm gonna leave two questions. And what if your future didn't need to be a continuation of your past, right? You you can choose everything from this moment. And what choice can you make today that would create a future different from the one you imagine as possible? Wow. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for the presence. Let's live the present. Okay. See you next week. Bye bye.